Good morning, YouTube. This is Rick here in St. Petersburg, Florida, on the Gulf of Mexico. And I'm back here in my backyard, and I'm just going to show you some Hoyas and some orchids that I have in bloom. And then I'm going to take you over to the studio where I make my orchid pots, and I do some painting. And I have some pots that I'm working on, so I'll show you those as well. So it'll be fun. So over here I have this Cattleya. I think it's Nari's Love. Pretty nice. And this little guy over here is really, really beautiful. I like that soft lavender look. And it's called Angel Love Cross Scanary. And my Cymbidium is, I think it's about a week from blooming. I'm very excited because it's my first time blooming one. And that beautiful begonia just keeps getting these long, large leaves. Really nice. All right, let's see what's on this side. And we have this beautiful Cattleya type with soft orange colors, which I love. Don't have a tag on that. And this guy over here keeps on blooming away. It's been probably 6 weeks, so hopefully it'll keep going. This big Cattleya, big flowers, really nice. I'll take you and show you some Hoyas. And before I show you the Hoyas, let me show you the Cebu Blue. It was a colder than usual winter, but it never froze, so the Cebu Blue looks really nice, and it's really fenestrated a lot, and the leaves are about a foot long now, so it'll keep climbing. Let's see how it turns out. And on the table here, I really want to show you this Dendrobium. Has small, about 1-inch size flowers, and it's called Jonathan's Glory. And the funny thing about them is that all the flowers are coming from the kikis. So technically I could just remove these when it's done blooming and start new plants. See, that's quite interesting. I've seen that in Dendrobiums, but never like almost the whole entire plant is blooming on kikis. And it's kind of cute. I don't think it has a fragrance, but I'm not the best at that. This guy does. Dick Smith Paradise is really fragrant and has really a nice array of coloring. I really like this Risky Business. These rust-colored flowers are pretty attractive in clusters. So yeah, that's what's going on. Now this Hoya APC 1015, when it gets sun stressed, it gets like these blotches of orange color, which is unusual for sun stressing a Hoya. They usually turn the whole leaf, usually just turns dark color, like this guy here. This is Persicina, and the leaves, the whole leaf gets almost all brownish red, which is kind of nice to see. And let's see a couple more Hoyas I wanted to show you down here. Okay, I was gifted this Macrophylla Baebula, I guess that's how you say it, and it's so incredibly beautiful because it has like these multi-tone greens and splash in the leaf. It's a relatively easy grower. I have it in a chunky mix, but you can see it has a lot a splash and the different green shades. So it's a very attractive plant. I guess like all the macrophyllus and polystachys and clandestinas have been reclassified as latifolias. Even the ones that are going around as species Sarawak, I believe they're all latifolias now. So, but that's common in the Hoya world. You'll have a published paper and they clump all these different Hoyas into one. They did that with the verticillatas, and that caused some confusion for a while. And the Potziais got moved around, and Carnosus and all that. So that happens. I think it happens in all the plant world. And then this is I cannot remember the Dendrobium, but it has beautiful array of yellow flowers. And I'm really excited that I get to rebloom it this year, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spikes. So that should be a pretty good show. I'm excited about that one. And then before I take you over to the art studio, I just want to show you this bulbophyllum down here. This is bulbophyllum pedum. Let's see if I can zoom in. There's lots of little flowers, and it's very happy. It's a very attractive plant. I really like it. And the bow lady is still blooming. It's quite beautiful, and beautiful rich colors. Can't really see, but it's hard to focus when you're pointing at the sun. So yeah, this is the backyard here. Like I said, it was a little chilly overnight, but it's supposed to warm up to 70 degrees. And then we'll have another cold night in 53 for a low, and then back to having overnight lows over 60, which is super for me because I don't have to worry about the plants. So see you at the studio. And here we are at the art studio. This is Moorian Center for Clay, which is part of the Moorian Art Center. As you can see, the hours and the location. And this place is actually a old train station. I believe it was the oldest train station in St. Petersburg. You can see it's a pretty large building with lots going on. All the outdoor kilns are out there, and I'll take you inside and show you around. I'll show you something really sobering. This is this artist yesterday was putting this up, and it's the COVID Ribbon Memorial, and you can see for hundreds of feet each ribbon represents one person that died of COVID. So it's just, and it goes on for a long time. So that's the COVID Ribbon Memorial. You should come and check it out. We also have an outdoor garden here, which is kind of nice. So it's Sunday morning. There's not a lot of activity here. Artists don't like to get up early. So, but I'll take you to show you the kilns and the little garden that we have here. There's a large cactus, some ferns, bromeliads. At one time we had a big Carnosa compacta in the pot, and it was blooming. It looked like really nice. It was beautiful. And about 6 years ago, somebody stole it. It was pretty bad. These Patripodiums are pretty cool looking. And then this Euphorbia is pretty huge. That's one of the plants I brought over. So there's you to the kilns. So we have a soda and a salt kiln. We have raku kilns. You can see there's a lot of wonderful products that we have that I use here at the Moorian Arts Center for Clay. And then we have some more outdoor kilns here. And then we have a big wood kiln here. I think they're rebuilding. The train was here, as I recall. Now this is the big origami kiln. You can see you can fit a whole bunch of people in there. You load it up, and then what they do is they fire it for 7 days. So it has to be attended and monitored, and people throw in firewood constantly. So you can see all the firewood. And here's the door when you put all your pottery in there. It's pretty cool. I don't know why that wall is the way it is. Maybe they already loaded the back of the kiln, because this kiln goes back quite a while. I would say it's about 50 feet long. It's a big chimney. So yeah, this is the kiln pad, as we call it. And I will take you inside into the building and to my studio. And here we are. Let me see if I can get in. Yeah, like I said, artists don't usually get up early, so I think I have the place to myself. So this is like a big gallery space that we have shows monthly here. So it's getting set up for a show. Here's the front desk. And here's the shelf with the artists in residence. Every year we get about 6 artists in residence. They come in, they help out, they learn, and they show us some stuff as well. And here's one of my paintings. You can't really see. It's my bio. And then I'll show you another. Well, this smaller gallery has some really nice pottery. This is by Jan Richardson. She's a wonderful clay sculptor. And that's from one of our artists in residence. The prices here are really good too. You get a beautiful manatee for $65. It's a steal. I would have bought it if it wasn't sold. Gorgeous stuff. So yeah, these galleries are always changing. I think they change monthly. And then I'll show you away in the back where the electric kilns are. Here's the glaze room. After we bisque our pots, we come in here. There's all kinds of glazes we can use. There's some work tables. And this is the kiln room. It's quite a big place, as you can see. And here are all the electric kilns. It's quite a few. You can see they go around the room. Some pottery in different stages people are working on. And there's some classes going on. But I will take you into my studio, my personal space, next. And here is my studio door, my bio, some newspaper articles, some magazine articles. And here I am in my studio. Some works I'm working on, a painting that I'm about to start, some other artworks, and I'll show you some of the pottery. So these are all hand built, so that means I did not use a potter's wheel to do any of them. And then I carved them out. And I cover them after I carve them out so they dry really slow, because if they dry too fast, they crack. So, and after this stage, they go into the kiln. They get touched up to remove all the little pieces of clay that are not supposed to be there, and then they get put into a firing called the bisque. And then after that, they get out of the kiln, we glaze them, and we put them back in. And that's the finished project. And I'll post some pictures so you can see what my pots usually look like at the end. So that's basically my art studio. And I want to show you one more thing. That is a section of the Berlin Wall. It was brought here from Germany about 15 years ago, I believe. And that's 3 large slabs of the Berlin Wall. So we are glad we have it here in our garden. So yeah, thank you for coming to my studio and for watching my video. Please like and subscribe, and I will do more, I promise. Thank you and have a great Sunday.